We'll start with the Unit 1, Highway Development. In that, Introduction to Transportation Engineering. First of all, we should know what is transportation engineering. Whenever we would like to make the movement of men and materials from one place to another place, the civil engineering has to plan, design, and construct a communication route between the two stations so that the men and materials can be conveniently moved with safety, and it should be economical too. Transportation engineering contributes to the social, economical, agricultural, political development of any country. The inadequacy in the transportation definitely will retard the progress and development of any country. As such, transportation is required both production and as well as in the distribution stages. In the production stage, we are required to transport the material, raw material such as seeds, manure, coal, steel, etc. to the farms and factories. Whereas after using these materials, goods are once produced, they are required to be distributed. Therefore, in the distribution stage also transportation is required to transport these goods to the marketing centers, retailers, and ultimately to the commuters. Commuters are we ourselves, public in the society. Therefore, the adequacy of transportation network should be properly developed, constructed, and maintained timely to time. Thereby, it is possible for us to show good progress across the globe. Therefore, the goals include safe, efficient, rapid, convenient, and comfortable, economical, and environmentally acceptable movement of goods and people. Transportation covers three elements: vehicle, paths, and terminals. Importance of transportation. What is the role of transportation? Since 75% of the people are living in the villages, development in the urban center only will not help to develop the country. Therefore, only with the development of road networks in village areas, the progress can be enhanced and overall development would be possible by connecting the rural people also to the urban centers and state capitals. Thereby, the economic activity and transport, social effect of transportation, that is sectionalism, concentration of population in urban areas, aspect of safety, law and order. Further, the role of transportation in rural development. Further, we will see the role or impact of transportation in the rural development. First of all, economic role of transportation. Second, social role of transportation. Third, political role of transportation. Fourth, environmental role of transportation. Fifth one, other impacts. You can see here now, in other impacts, land use and relocation of residents, aesthetics of region, because of the reason that many times it happens for the developmental programs, the agricultural lands or cultivated lands or barren lands may be of public, may be utilized for the developmental works. In that case, we have to see how much can be acquired and what should be the compensation, etc. is decided. Aesthetics of a region. So by simply acquiring the land and construction of development of road may haphazard the area or the region. Therefore, we should not hamper the aesthetics of that region in such a way it has to be seen. Similarly, relocation of residents. Residents may be spread or scattered here and there. They are required to be relocated so that the proper planning of development of rural roads is also possible. Whereas environmental role, when we come to that, we should ensure safety. We should see that air pollution is very, very minimum. There should not be much noise pollution created when vehicles are plying on roads, and we must see that energy consumption should be minimum. In such a way, we have to look into this aspect. Coming to the political role of transportation. Here, administration of an area, political choice in transport, we have to see. Similarly, in case of social role of transportation, formation of settlements, how people have settled in different locations and regions, size and pattern of settlements, and growth of urban center. For that, a proper survey to be conducted to know how the urban centers are grown up, to see that the growth of urban centers are accommodated for the developmental purposes. Similarly, come to the economic role of transportation, wherein place, time, quality and utility of goods also should be taken into account. Also, changes in location of activities also should be considered. Next, characteristics of road transport. Of course, it is an accepted fact that of all the other modes of transport, the transportation, road transport is the nearest to the people, no doubt. The passenger and the goods first of all have to be transported by road only before we reach a railway station or a port. The road network alone could serve the remotest villages of the vast country like ours. Depending upon media, three modes of transportation are there. Transportation on land, transportation on water, and transportation in space. Transportation on land may be development of roads and highways, whereas railway track also can be laid for providing railway services to the public. Whereas in water, it provides the facility to navigate the ships and boats. Whereas in case of air, definitely we will be given prominence to navigate aircrafts and helicopters. We will stop here. Further characteristics in detail we will see in the next class.